scamming the feds out of $8 million in COVID relief funds, in part to buy a luxury home.
West 2's Marley Martinez reports today's hearing in federal court did not go as prosecutors had planned.
This video captures the moment Josh Edwards was arrested Wednesday morning. Secret Service agents descended on this normally quiet street in New Smyrna Beach, where they also arrested his father, Evan Edwards, seen in a wheelchair in this video. The father and son, also seen here on this book that Evan Edwards wrote, are accused of stealing over $8 million from federal COVID relief money in 2020 by setting up this fake ministry, according to federal investigators. Last year, the Justice Department took back the money, and this week, the pair were arrested at their house in New Smyrna Beach and brought to federal court. The indictment was filed last week and just now unsealed. It alleges that the father and son submitted a fraudulent PPP loan application where they falsely claimed their ministry had average monthly payroll expenses of over $2.7 million and over 480 employees, when in reality, the feds say, those numbers were significantly lower or entirely non-existent. The indictment also says that the pair falsely certified they'd use the money for authorized business expenses, when instead they allegedly intended to use it other ways, like for the down payment of this $3.5 million mansion that investigators say they tried to buy in an exclusive neighborhood near Disney World. Evan and Josh Edwards were both supposed to appear before a judge here in Orlando, but that didn't go as planned. In the courtroom, the father's public offender says he would not get back into the wheelchair to be taken to the judge because of medical concerns, so he was taken to a medical facility. The son was in court, but his appointed attorney also says he was not able to communicate with him either. The judge tried talking to Josh directly, but he did not respond, so the judge ordered a psychiatric evaluation. Meanwhile, the U.S. attorney says Josh spoke and interacted just fine with agents hours earlier. The Edwards family showed their support in court, but did not want to comment. In Orlando, Marley Martinez, West 2 News.
In my time here at the Sheriff's Office, this is probably one of the more egregious offenses, and which is why we're working so diligently to bring him into custody.
The search is now on for a man wanted for a disturbing crime. He's accused of what detectives describe as a brutal rape in Orlando.
Take a look at your screen. This is Bruce Whitehead. Deputies say he raped and mutilated a woman in Pine Hills over the weekend. West 2's Kelsey Thorwood spoke with detectives leading the urgent charge to find this man. She joins us live from the Orange County Sheriff's Office with the latest. Kelsey.
Yeah, that's right. The corporal that we spoke with, who is in charge of the sex crime unit here at the Sheriff's Office, he described this as one of the most horrific cases he has worked since he started here at the Sheriff's Office, and that is why deputies say they want to track this guy down, and they're asking for the public's help.
Personally, I would qualify him as a monster. That's my personal take.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office is searching for this man, 54-year-old Bruce Whitehead. According to deputies, Whitehead kidnapped, raped, mutilated, and attempted to murder a woman near the intersection of North Pine Hills Road and North Lane sometime before 4 a.m. last Saturday.
The victim said that earlier in the morning, she met the suspect, as depicted in the photograph behind us, Bruce Wayne Whitehead, at a business near the Florida Mall. At that time, she willingly agreed to go with the suspect, Whitehead, and they traveled to a few different locations.
According to the incident report, Whitehead then drove the victim to the location off North Pine Hills Road, put a knife to her throat, told her to get out of the car, and then raped her.
After he sexually battered her, he attempted to murder our victim. And at that point, our victim bravely fought him off and was able to escape to a nearby subdivision where the bystanders were able to take her into their, I don't want to say custody, but to assist her and contact law enforcement.
The Sheriff's Office says Whitehead was convicted of kidnapping, raping, and attempting to murder another woman in Duval County back in the 80s. He served 20 years in prison for that crime and was released in 2007. The Sheriff's Office believes Whitehead is armed and dangerous. They ask anyone with information on his whereabouts to call 911.
We would ask the public not to approach him, not to engage him. If you see him, call 911.
Now we're going to put up that picture of Whitehead one more time. You can see in that photo he has some pretty distinct facial tattoos. He has the word sacrifice tattooed across his forehead, as well as what police say is a spider tattoo on his neck and a teardrop tattoo on his face.